Shame they were too occupied to enjoy my stories.
Welcome in, Abby. Thanks for everything first. So we're working on the character stories. So we have Tuesday right now. So since I'm like, since it's Tuesday right now, might as well do Tuesday's story.
Naturally, as mankind keeps on progressing, fear will also take on new forms.
Wait, I didn't change her outfit.
It always comes.
Here's our tier 2 one.
At least I was more considerate than those antagonists in those horror films. All my guests checked out in one piece after all. Sometimes children...
It's a white alligator, or pink alligator.
They try to up the ante, telling the ones they overheard from adults. I loved it. One of the only times I felt like I was part of the conversation.
And I think... So summons, we don't have Barbara yet. I'm not sure if I want to chance it. I could do one. Let's see. What's the... Knocking 2. Hopefully we don't get her again, but we're trying to get Barbara. How many more days do we have left anyway? 8 days, so hopefully we don't get Tuesday again. Let's see, what do we get? Barbara? Yes, we got Barbara. And alright, so we're good. Next row is gonna be, since we got Barbara, so we get the cute sheep. So 8 or 9 more days until the next summit, which I think is Argus. So we're gonna root for her. Alright, let's start the quest. So bedtime stories is 8 more days, and antidote is 8 more days too. So I was gonna start early, but we'll see how. I'm not sure if we're gonna complete both stories, but hopefully we at least complete one of them. Okay, okay, 4 more days until the last one opens. Alright. So Tuesday story, bedtime story. Through the keyhole, a glimpse of fearful face. Tonight, the story continues. Is this a story or is it just a puzzle? Oh, okay. Part 1. Welcome. Thank you so much. I've been trying, but no one was willing to give me a ride. I met another lady just now, but she seems to be in a hurry. Or maybe she was just wary of taking a stranger. Either way, it's understandable. So I believe this is Barbara. She called me Miss Sheep. But even a sheep could be dangerous on a long, desolate road like this. The little sheep follows close behind her companion, like a cloud skirting along the ground.
Miss Tuesday. That's your name, right? I think.
Are you familiar with the area? I have a question about this path we're walking. Tuesday slows down to come side by side with Barbara.
Yes.
I surely am, Missy. It's a shortcut to the motel. Most prefer to follow the highway. I don't blame them for sticking to the main road. The rumors around Route 77 couldn't be more terrifying. Eerie noise, sudden fog. Who knows what could happen on a muddy trail like this?
I remember.
Oh, that strange sound. I heard it on my way here. That's what scared off my driver. That explains why a child like you are standing by the road all alone. How cruel-hearted your driver is. It's dangerous out here. Even a local like me wouldn't wander the roads alone at night. The baby in her arms pushes against Swaddle. She quickly tucks it back in. Tuesday's cheeks flush red, perhaps from the effort of carrying the child in the Texas seat. Oh, miss. I'll be more happy to hold your baby for a while. If you trust me to, that is.
Sweetheart.
Oh, don't you worry, dear. The little one just fell asleep. It'll make a fuss if we accidentally wake it up. And shouldn't you be worried about whether you can trust me? Sorry. There you are on a deserted island. There you are on a deserted road, and up comes a friendly stranger who offers you a place for you to stay the night.
Oh,
I claim to be a motel maid who just happened to be passing by, but why would a maid have a baby in her arms? You come all this way with me, Missy, and now you're worried if I can trust you?
have you heard this baby in my arms make a single sound? I could be cradling a butcher's knife, a monster, or the skull of that terrified driver, his eyes still wide with fear.
Tuesday draws nearer, looking Barbara in the eyes. The little sheep dares not look away. Her nose gives the involuntary. Oh, look! She raises her arm and sweeps Barbara's shoulder. Oopsie daisy! A gunshot echoes, and a flock of birds take wing. There's dirt on your clothes. Oh, and there's such nice clothes too. I'll clean them up when I get to the motel. She shakes her head apologetically. Thank you. Heh, I should be thanking you, dear. So many of my guests are running from the law or smuggling something. You're like a rose among thorns. I was just making a little joke is all. I didn't mean to scare you. In fact, I went to the roadside to wait for a customer, but they never came. And my baby's been fussy lately. Won't sleep unless I hold it in my arms. So I took it along with me. Anyway, we're almost there. But do be careful outside alone in the future, won't you?
This way, please.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm glad you like it. I put a lot of effort into running this place. Her face is pale with fatigue, but she still managed a grin. You see that sign? Barbara narrows her eyes as she tries to read it.
Tuesday's motel?
Yes.
Yes, my mama used to run it. I took over after she fell sick. Tuesday pushes the door open as she speaks.
Welcome.
Are there any requirements for your room? I'm sure I can find one to suit your needs. Well, a quiet room with a little sunshine and a table for me to write at would be more than enough.
Oh,
Oh, I got just the room for you. Can you wait here for a moment? I just need to set down the baby and go check on the room. Then I'll come check you in, alright?
It's okay.
Sure. I'll just take a look around here, if that's okay. Of course, make yourself comfortable. Tuesday strides away with swift, soft steps. Barbara, now alone, unclips her notebook from her chest. The notebook is the shape of a heart, with a scarlet cover and a white paper inside. It's a unique and detailed design. No, not this page. Not either.
I remember.
Bonnet definitely told me about her parents and their restaurant. It should be around... When was it that we talked about that? The last time I saw her? Maybe near the back. But I haven't written much here. Hi. Hello. Oh, hello. Barbara jumps at the sudden greeting, her heartbeats quickening. She nervously clips her notebook back into her chest and takes a deep, calming breath. Whoa! This isn't the first time she's received a reaction like this. In fact, this one is rather tame. There's no need to be scared. I'm not an illusion or some kind of monster. It usually takes people a moment or two to get used to the way I look.
Wow.
Oh my, you must be one of those arcanists, and not just any old one either. The most special kind. If only the sheep on my farm could talk and walk like you. You just checked in today? Anything I can help you with?
Oh.
Ah, I got some jobs to do first. I'll catch up with you later, alright? Oh, I'm Kayla, by the way. You can call me Barbara. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Barbara. With a basket under her arms, Kayla walks briskly out the motel. This place must be nice to have such an energetic guest. We always provide the best service despite the limited conditions. Barbara doesn't jump this time. She's becoming used to the sudden appearance of new figures. Thank you very much, Miss Tuesday. You walked really quietly.
Oh,
All part of the service I provide. You wouldn't want me stopping around the halls at night now, would you? Anyway, your room's ready. Please follow me. You must be tired coming in so late. Why don't you drop off your bags and take a rest? You can check in later. I trust you won't jump out the window to avoid paying me, right? Actually, based on my past interviews, it's more common for a guest to kill the owner, take anything of value from the place, and leave behind a messy, empty building.
I think.
Then, the ghost of the owner haunts the motel, waiting for future guests to check in so they can tear them apart. At least, that's how the story goes.
well, now aren't you a hoot? Talking of ghost stories in such a serious manner.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just retelling the story I recorded. That's the job of an editor, you see.
Oh, my sweet child.
Don't you worry, Missy. I love these kind of stories. What would life be without a few ghost stories to keep things interesting? Your room's just at the end of the hallway. We provide one free meal of a sandwich and hot milk per day.
This is the room.
The door's unlocked. Go ahead and open it. Barbara steps forward and reaches for the door handle. It's a door like any other. It's painted a simple color and a little worn and rotting at the edges. Tuesday suddenly leans forward, staring at the wall between Barbara's door and the previous one.
What's going on?
What is that? She turns to Tuesday, not realizing in her panic that she blurted out the name Bonnet. How did they not notice it before? Right there, before Tuesday, stands a crimson door. Barbara moves to Tuesday, reaching to pull her away from it. The door creaks open. Tuesday puts her hand on Barbara's back. Barbara can't tell if she's trying to support her or push her in.
Child B.
What?
Should she get pushed in? Stage 2, Velvet Hearts.
Did I trip?
Not bleeding. Miss Tuesday. Good, she's still breathing. Doctors do say that people can faint from sudden shock. She constantly checks Tuesday's condition, then stands up to look around the room. Fabric clings to the wall and ceiling and envelops the furniture like skin. The entire room is a rich, fleshy red. All except a small white crib in the center. It sits there like a bone jutting from a bloody vest.
I think.
Is someone hiding here? She clutches the Walkman in her hand. The feeling of its edge digging into her palm helps her calm down. No, not yet. If my Walkman runs out of batteries now, I'll be in real trouble. Is there anything? The rumbling sound seems to have been completely absorbed by the room. Now all she can hear is her neighbor's breathing and a heartbeat in her chest. Barbara squats down, attempting to find something useful. Just as she's about to give up, a tickle on her shoulder draws her attention. It's a spider. It crawled out from under her sleeve and comes to stop on her palm.
Oh?
Oh, hello, little guy. I didn't know I could find you here, too. Well, this makes things much easier. Could you do me a favor and have a look around over there? Move slightly, okay? We don't want to get spotted. She holds her breath as she waits for the spider to reach the crib. It climbs up the crib and disappears into the fabric.
Oh.
Oh, seems our Missy had a little secret. Barbara is so focused on the spider that she doesn't notice that Tuesday has opened her eyes. The classic story of the ghost mother should be horrifying enough. Could it be that? The spider hangs down at the edge of the crib, swinging from its web. Neither one noticed that Tuesday has closed her eyes again.
Fine.
I see. Guess this place is safe for now. The spider crawls into the corner of the room. Barbara makes to follow it.
Oh?
You're awake? Do you know that?
Mama, please.
Mama? Did you know that this motel used to be a restaurant? Barbara sits down next to Tuesday and gently tucks her hair behind her ears. Tuesday's murmurs, seemingly sound asleep. Her face almost looks sincere, even in an eerie scarlet room.
Not so fast. Not so fast. You'll get dirt on your clothes.
Wait,
It's okay.
we're in a hurry. A little dirt is the least of our worries. As soon as this interview's over, we need to follow the wind to a safe place. I wish Utah would find a stable shelter so we didn't have to change location all the time. I always hear people moaning about losing precious documents during the move. Haha, at least they didn't lose themselves. I was hoping to take you to my parents' restaurant, since it's so rare that we here in Texas, but since we're in a rush, we can go next time. Though, will there be a next time? What's wrong? It's nothing special. Just a regular family restaurant. Don't tell me you got caught up in those fancy places that Utah folks always go to. You know I'm not. Barbara tilts her head as she tries to capture every detail in the wind.
I think.
It'll take another half day for the wind trajectory to come clear. Is that enough time for us to have a meal? It's still a little rush. I'll make sure we have enough time to enjoy dinner together next time. So is Bonnet related to Tuesday?
I lost you to a place where the wind can't go. Until today.
Research has shown that the companionship of animals with soft fur and a mild temper can soothe emotions. The current situation further proves the statement. In the company of a little lamb, Tuesday's breathing gradually slows down.
Are you reliving lost memories in your dreams? Or is it just a coincidence? Are you still you?
She reaches out to Tuesday. Sheeps are often considered the symbol of good sleep. It can lure people to slumber and bring them good dreams. But Barbara can do more than just this. 1, 2, 3. Like sheep jumping over a fence, she can leap into a person's dream. She and her sheep mother used to frolic together in each other's dream. You see, this power runs in her blood. She used this power to learn more about her human mother, and won herself a job as Utah's editor. And now, she's using it to find her lost long friends. I did it! I'm in Tuesday's dream. The key to her dream must be up ahead. I'll better go take a look. Even in her dreams, she seems to follow the biological instinct to flee. I have a way to think of a way to catch up to her. This won't do at all. I need to look around for something that can help us with this. Oh wait, I messed up. Did that work? Still in the motel. This place must mean a lot to her. But she stops at the figure before her. It takes a few seconds for her to recognize its face.
It's Tuesday. She's slumped on the floor, cold and breathless. Her life has been taken by an inexplicable being. A typical horror story scene, I think.
Judging from the direction she's facing, she was trying to leave the room to get clear. Clearly, she failed. Every door in the hallway is tightly shut, and they all look exactly the same. There is no sign of a crimson velvet door. So the door is opening. Do we go this way? Which one's Tuesday? Alright, just need to catch one more. Alright, gotta move the chair. Wrong way. There we go.
This is the washroom. There are ghosts in the mirrors and weeping shadows lurking in the corners. When you turn on the tap, blood pours out.
A classic crime scene. The washroom is the most common place for motel victims to be killed. Maybe she came here to fix her uniform, or she was checking on a guest complaint. Either way, it didn't end well. She carefully steps over to the body on the ground and returns to the hallway. Time to go to the motel entrance. Horror stories always start the moment you step into this place. On her way down the stairs, she hears the sound of a door lock closing. It's quiet, but her ears are sensitive. She makes her way to the source of the sounds. If I find that closed door, maybe I'll discover something. So is this one right here, or no? This is the door.
Hello? Anyone in there?
No answers. She peers through the keyhole. Empty. There doesn't seem to be any place that someone could hide either. Unless they're just out of sight, pressed low against the door. Nothing but a thin piece of wood beneath them. She changes her angle, getting on tiptoes to try to get a better view of the room. There's one in here too. She stumbles backwards and her eyes fall upon the shadowy stairwell to her right. The steps disappear into total darkness. Barbara shudders. Will Tuesday be waiting in the shadows or at the front desk? What's hiding in the silent darkness? It's just a dream. So there's this chair right here. Okay. Wait a sec. Oh, I could do that. Let's see. Wait, that should trap them both now. Got you both. One left.
I've never known anyone to dream so calmly about their own death. No one knows what happens after we die. People are as terrified of death
as they are intruded by it. Once again, she greets with Tuesday's cold and lifeless body. How many times have we really met this way? She can't remember. Barbara steps closer and closer to the body as if lured by it. Is that singing? Hey Dale, how's everything? How's your day? So we're working on the character story. So we're starting. We started Tuesday's story. So it's bedtime stories, and we met with Barbara and Tuesday. And oh, thanks for redeeming second. So right now it's Barbara and Tuesday, and yep, more 1999. I'm not sure if I can finish both stories today or tonight, but hopefully we can finish one of them, and then start the next one later because we have Tuesday's story, which we're doing, and then we have Bonnie's story, which is the antidote. We still have 8 to 9, 8, around 8 though. A little more than 8 days left for both stories though. What is that? Like, is it like a live action or is it a cartoon or like a movie? Oh, okay. So this is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So same thing. Yep, so eight different stages. So let's start with. Oh, okay. I heard of Zootopia. I haven't watched it though. Alright, so stage 3, Lullaby. Well, first, right now we're currently wondering why right now Tuesday is asleep. Lurk? Thanks for the lurk, if that's what it is. Part 3, Lullaby.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all.
Oh, you're awake, my sweet child. I'm terribly sorry about all this. Are you alright? I'm okay. She struggles to sit up from Tuesday's lap. Realizing her headphones are no longer in her ears, she hastily puts them back in. Only when the familiar country music plays does the itch in her throat begin to soothe. When did you wake up? What happened to this room?
Do you know a girl named Bonnet?
My, you're like a little question machine up and running again. Bonnet? A very sweet name, but it doesn't ring a bell. As for this room, what could happen in such a safe and quiet place? You can go ahead and rest here until you're fully recovered.
Regretfully.
Although I must apologize, there's no deaths here. After all, we're just a small motel in the country. Our facilities are rather limited. And I need to apologize for the coming accusation, but what are you doing to me now is called false imprisonment.
Oh.
Ouch. I took care of you when you passed out and made sure you had a sweet dream. How can you accuse me of something like that? Tuesday lowers her head to fix the hem of her skirt. It seems to be a habitual action. That was a nightmare, not a dream. All the more reason to get some proper rest, don't you think? In fact, I envy children like you. I never dream, you see. But wasn't that your dream? Tuesday doesn't answer her muttered words. Well, I enjoy our little chat, but I got work to do. I should get back to the hallway to greet the guests. And I better buy some groceries while I'm out too. Got to make sure I have enough food for your meal later. Don't I, little one? Please wait. I have one last question. She points at the crib in the center of the room. This room doesn't seem like a nursery at all. The crib's empty, and you're not carrying the baby in your arms right now, so...
So that really isn't a baby in your arms. What is it then? A corpse? Or a ghost?
When I first arrived, someone mentioned a disappearance here.
I think.
There are too many weird things happening here. Your baby, missing guests, bizarre rooms. She wants to ask what's next.
you. Most people are afraid to even ask, you see.
Her cheeks flush again. Somehow, it doesn't bring any sense of vigor or health to her face. Instead, it adds a fragile tone to her pale skin. She looks like a silver table knife that could bend at any time.
Oh, you've broken my heart.
But I'll answer your question. You can't just punish your children every time they make a mistake. Because one day, they'll get used to it, and it won't frighten them anymore. The truth is, the baby is this swallowing cloth is my youngest, most beloved child. It doesn't want to see you get jealous, you see. That's why it's best to separate you two. As she says this, she makes her way to the door and closes it with a gentle click. I suppose that answers will have to do. Well, interviews rarely go as planned now, do they? She checks around the room, trying to find her spider friend. She squints as she tries to spot the little thing. The good news is, she has plenty of time to search. The bad news is, her friend seems to be gone. Alright, why don't I review the information I have so far? Are Tuesday and Bonnet the same person? The current answer seems to be no. But I still have some reservation. Next, the secret of this motel. She turns to the next page. My arcane skill only takes effect when I touch someone who's dreaming. When I enter that dream, I have one hand on Tuesday and the other hand on the floor.
I think.
And she says she never dreams, so...
Oh, my sweet child.
Have you figured it out? Then, maybe it was the dream of a ghost? The ghost of someone who died in this motel? She sighs in disappointment and steps away. Silly child. As they grin to her, the other doors in the hallway opens and close synchronously.
Hey.
Quiet now. We have guests. The door beside her opens and spits out a spider. Leave them. She could use a few spiders to keep her company. You've done well, little one. You can come with me. She disappears into the dark hallway. Stage 4, Silent Night.
Oh.
So, our sweet silly little sheep girl still couldn't figure out what was going on. It's far more interesting than a simple motel murder. The truth is, well...
This is how the story started.
This is the haunted motel everyone's been talking about. It doesn't seem all that scary. Let's take a look around. Hello? Is anyone there? I heard you're looking for a new maid. No reply. The girl walks to the front desk. A blank application is lying. His form is lying on it. Name? This should do. Tuesday. Tuesday sounds like a criminal alias, but more friendly. The name of the girl who ran away from home and broke into a haunted motel. Anything on the TV? Alright, checking each door. Maybe I should check the rooms. There might be someone staying here. The door is tightly shut, but after knocking, faint laughter comes from the inside. The door is tightly shut. After knocking, faint whispers come from the inside. The door is tightly shut. After knocking, faint sobbing comes from the inside. The door in the hallway won't open. Maybe I should check back at the front desk. Excuse me, can anyone help me?
Oh,
I'm hungry and tired. Hello, I'm here for the job. I filled out the form downstairs. There is no sound but the echo of her own voice. She knocks on every door, but not a single one opens. Boring. Huh? A small noise grabs her attention. She looks around. Not in shock or surprise, but in a kind of curious glee. Standing in front of the source of the sound, she bends over to look through the keyhole. Screams pour out of the doorway and into the hallway. They quickly merge into one solid sound, rattling her eardrums. Oh, do you need something? How can I help you? My apologies for the noise. I didn't mean to inconvenience you. Oh my, what a warm welcome. These must be the so-called man-eating monsters. They're too fast. Perhaps going to the front desk isn't the best idea. Maybe I can use these objects to block their way. Ah, a door just appeared. Is this a welcome ceremony or a clumsy laid trap? Emily, thanks for leaving for third. How's everything? Ah, a door just appeared. Is this a welcome ceremony or a clumsy lady trap? Okay. Escape from the monsters. Was it what? Oh, they got me. Return to Crossroads. Okay, so wait, huh? I hope you had a good rest. She stops. Oh, how generous. There's a room for me already? A door has appeared beside her, red as a fresh cut. She opens it. What a beautiful place. It's like I'm in a beating heart. Too bad I can't feel your rhythm in my hands, but I can touch you. Huh? Is it me who's trembling? Or you? She caresses the floor, occasionally pulling and twisting the fabric in her amusement. The stories of a disappearance have spread pretty far. Some say there's a gang up around these parts. Others say a bear or some other wild animal. I even heard stories about a killer clown and a murderer in a bunny suit. No one dares to go out at night anymore, especially the young lovers. Doesn't matter how beautiful the moon is. And despite all these stories, no one ever stopped to think that the motel itself could be the culprit. Is it because the thought has never come to their mind, or is that it seems too ridiculous to be possible? She stands up, releasing the fabric from her palm. The answer is simple. They're afraid. Just like you're afraid of me right now.
Oh, my sweet child.
I know exactly what your fear is. You're like a child holding his breath in his room and staring wide open. He's staring at the cracks beneath the door. The light from the hallway always shone here, but now it's gone dark. What's blocking it? Who's out there? The walls and floor press tightly against one another, producing a sound akin to grinding teeth. Daddy? Mama? Is that you, older brother? Are you here to kiss me goodnight? The door stays silent, and the crack stays dark. His mind races as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Maybe it's a rat, or a kitty cat that hopped in through the hallway window. Bang! A window slams closed in the distance. Finally, the light returns beneath the doorway. And in the dim light, he realized he made a mistake. Whatever it isn't outside the door. It's in his room. Gusts of wind surround her in a fearful, painful howl.
Yes.
Yes, fear often comes from the loss of control, from the unknown.
But
Poor child, facing all of that with nothing but a blanket to defend himself. He spends that night with eyes wide open, but once the morning light came, there was nothing but an empty coat lying in the front of the door. She hears footsteps coming towards her. But that coat wasn't his, nor was it any of his family. Who left the coat on the bedroom floor? He still wonders to this day. Intriguingly, intriguing. I can tell that you're still a child yourself, needing care and companionship. Maybe you could use a maid to tell you your bedtime story, and a friend to spread fear for you. What do you say? A cool, soft touch climbs up her pinky finger. With a few twigs, the story could be quite different. The child comes home late, enters his room, and before he can turn on the light, feels two eyes staring at him through the darkness. Both are terrified, neither one dares look away. Their two worlds have somehow collided. She recognized what's gripping her pinky finger as a child's hand.
Oh,
Until the boy finally plucks up the courage to reach for the switch. Holding his breath, he pushes down to see his exact face. See, this time the fear comes from the known, the doubt of oneself. Or at least something disguised as oneself. The little hand lets go of her pinky. He hears the footsteps hurry away and disappear into the other side of the room. You still can't trust me, but that's very sensible. You shouldn't easily trust someone, especially when they're too similar to you. But I'll stay here and tell you everything I learned from the outside world. She spins one story after another, like a patient mother soothing a naughty child. A knock on the door interrupts her. Oh, who could that be? She opens the door. So long. Can I help you? The gaunt lady in front of her doesn't answer. Instead, she starts to unbutton the maid uniform she's wearing. Soon, the dress is off. She neatly folds it and puts it down next to the door. Without a word, she turns around and leaves.
oh,
Well, well, well. The window of the entire motel creaks open and closed, and the sound of rustling and scratching emanate from within the walls. She realizes this is the expression of its joy. Thank you kindly. I'll take over from here. Tuesday bows deeply to the now former motel maid and picks up the uniform she left. From now on, she will be the maid of the motel and the owner of the house that feeds on fear. Wait, so who was the previous maid? Does the story end there? Oh no. After all, this motel is far older than I am. It has its own wisdom. It approves of me, but it didn't fully trust me yet. Be patient, dear. The time will come. Lucky for you, the time is now. Look. Sir, did you call? It's the motel maid. Please open the door. Sir? No response. She puts her hand on her chest. Her heart is beating faster than usual. She's always been good at peering through keyholes. She's done this since she was a child. The weight of her body makes the door groan and creak. There's a faint scratching sound coming from behind it. Oh. She also used to the sight of the dead person's eyes. Another poor guess. Hey, so you had off tonight, Millie? Well, hopefully you got enough sleep for the day. How much sleep did you get? Did you do anything in the morning or afternoon? You can always tell me later. Yep. Stage 5. A strange guess. So who's the new guest? Is it Barbara or somebody else? I know from the story we have the Miss Grace and we have the Xeno person.
How many times have I told you not to eat things off the floor?
Several guests have asked me whether Mr. Jade is gone. It's difficult to come up with an excuse. You promised to let some guests leave here alive so that the stories about us would go further, remember? But now, between you eating them and those cultists sacrificing the rest, soon we won't have any guests left. The wall shakes in dissatisfaction. This is not open for discussion.
No more eating dead guests. You hear me?
Don't get involved with the guest problem. Let them figure out things out themselves. The sound of hurrying footsteps echoes in the wall, disappearing into the distance. Tuesday leaves the room in silence.
We had our quarrels, but that was a long time ago.
How do we solve the issue? Let me think.
Oh,
I suppose there was a little conflict. Miss Tuesday.
do be careful, ladies. The blood will be impossible to remove once it seeps through the carpet and soaks into the floorboards.
But don't worry yourself. I'm a maid. It's my job to clean these kind of things. Sorry, I suppose I'm feeling chatty today. My apologies for bothering you. Actually, I wanted to thank you for cleaning up after us and giving us a place to stay. Tuesday steps over the body lying on the ground, as if it was a falling branch rather than a dead person. She sees the fleeting look of fear in the woman's face and smiles. This is the first reward of the day. But something else catches her eye.
What's this?
Is that me? Is this a vision of my future? The figure slouches against the doorframe is indeed her. The puddle of blood beneath her has painted the floor as dark red. There's a knife sticking out from her chest. She reached for the wound. It's soft and warm beneath the fingers. Interesting. Who would use a butter knife to kill someone? I can barely cut a slice of bread. A faint voice comes from behind her. Miss Tuesday?
Yes. Is there anything else you need? You're shaking.
I can tell by your voice. Entranced by the sight of her own dead body, she answers without turning back. That smile. I've seen it before.
Is that you? Christine from the farm.
Tuesday turns around to meet the woman's eye. She ignores the knife clutched in her shaking hand. Oh, you remember that girl? Of course I do. She scared the crap out of Tonks. She won't go into the forest alone. Hey, G Master, how's everything? How's your day? I'm doing pretty well. We're just working on the reverse 1999 stories. So we're on stage 5 for Tuesday's bedtime story. And so we're almost like figuring out, we're just doing the past stuff before the story. So we did finish the main event, and we're trying to work through Tuesday's story, and hopefully we have enough time to do Bonnie's story after. Ever since that day, she talks about the eyes in the forest, that if he went in, his eyes would be pulled out and hung on the branches. And Jacob still thinks there's a ghost in his attic too. Oh, congrats on beating Dead Space. I haven't played I don't think I played Dead Space before.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But I did watch people, stream it, so I did watch like 2 different people stream the game. But I've just been, I just saw parts of parts, not like the whole game altogether.
She never wanted to ruin anyone's life.
I know. She takes a step forward.
It was her life that was ruined. She could have gotten married, lived in a cabin near the farm, and visited her parents anytime she liked. They never should have let those 2 fugitives escape. Those monsters even shot the kids. Blood drenched the couch.
No one ever saw Christine again. There were all kinds of rumors that she was killed and dragged off somewhere, or that she ran away and starved in the fields, or even that she led the fugitive there herself. But I guess she came here, huh? I understand, given what happened.
Oh,
Is that all you wanted to say? She maintains a polite smile. Do I know you?
this is a small town, so stories travel fast. But how do you know it so well? Could you elaborate a little about the blood-soaked couch, a cup of coffee on the table that was so turbid that it was almost unrecognizable, and the broken nails dug into the floorboards? Where did you see all these? I saw it through the slit in the lock.
It was terrifying. I couldn't help but imagine if I was the victim. Her cheeks flushed red. You don't remember me? We were friends. We lived in the same town. I was there when you told us the story about the eyes in the forest. Her voice shakes, together with the knife she's holding. We played together, had fun together. You were the bravest of us all. What are you doing here? Trying to avenge your family? Or something? Look.
Be careful. Something's wrong with this house. Every night, I saw Jaden's eyes near the bed. In the dark corners. In the wall. His face torn apart and smeared on the wall. His mouth mumbling about the murder on the farm. That reminds me. You look just like poor Christine.
Trembling. It's okay, Christine. Don't hurt me. I can introduce you to them, and they will bless you. You can be one of us. You can be enlightened. Oh, is she part of the cult members now? You must be terrified by the nightmare. Should I walk you around? Perhaps that makes you better.
Don't! Stay away! Please!
I can share the ritual with you. I'll keep the secret for you. I remember Jaden recognized you here and disappeared shortly after. And those rumors. It can't be a coincidence. Your whole family being killed when you just happen to be out.
It's a crying shame that I didn't die with them.
Oh, I won't do anything to you now, but I can't make any promises about later. So run, Missy. Run away while you still can. Step by step, Tuesday walks towards the quivering knife as its tip is pressed against her chest. As fear overtakes her, she drops the knife and rushes down the stairs. Tuesday sighs, bending over to pick it up.
This knife is far too blunt to hurt anyone.
She hears the front door open and slams shut. The footsteps fade into the field outside. Laughter echoes from the walls around her.
I didn't tell you the story so you could pull a prank on me.
Nor use them to drive away useful guests. She feels the floor shaking as if a child is running on the ceiling downstairs. Even if you scare all those cultists away, my mind won't change. So stop eating and killing them, okay? It's not funny. And please, try making up a better story next time. Alright? You can do whatever you want with this body, but this is the last time, understand? There will be no next time. A door slams shut behind her. She ignores the motel's bad temper, putting the knife away and fixing her helm as if nothing happened. Then, she steps over her own body. Wait, so how did her own body appear? And is she really Christine? Or I'm not sure what her past is. Such a naughty child. Ah well, the day's work isn't done yet. Did it think this illusion would scare me? How cute. So it's an illusion. Wait, why are we going to... Huh? Am I back in the same hallway again? This one of your pranks? Wait, this one of your new pranks? How dull. There's a never-ending hallway in this motel. If you actually find yourself in it, be sure to follow these rules. Pay attention to any unusual things in the corridor, including change of decor or doors that suddenly appear or open. Okay. If you notice anything abnormal, immediately turn back. As nothing seems out of place, proceed. Rumor has it that if people who enter this corridor are never seen again, where do they go? Who knows? Does that mean we go back? It's the same thing. Okay, so it doesn't look that any different. The red door, does it turn back or do I... The hallway looks different from last. From now on, I'm gonna be careful about every decision I make. Curiosity killed the cat. Don't do it again next time. Alright, so... Okay, so I didn't get it. So that means turn back. Doors open, turn back. Alright, so we're safe. No? I messed up. What's different? I don't see anything different. I'm going to see if I reset everything again. Such a naughty child. Ah well, the day's work isn't done yet. Did it think this illusion would scare me? How cute. Am I back in the sun hallway again? Is one of your new pranks? How dull. There's a never-ending hallway in the motel. If you accidentally find yourself in it, be sure to follow these rules. Pay attention to any unusual things in the corridor, including in the core, your doors that suddenly appear or open. Okay, so if you notice anything abnormal, immediately turn back. If nothing seems out of place, proceed. Okay. Rumor has it that people who enter this corridor are never seen again. Where do they go? Who knows? This hallway looks different from last. From now on, I need to be extra careful about every decision I make. So this one we found out that the lights are on opposite, different. I think we're good now, right? Yes, we did it! Christine's baby. And then, it's the twins, right? Did they make up? Did they make up? What about the kid in the walls? Oh, it's not in the walls. It's the motel itself. Anyway, eventually, we found a way to resolve the conflict between us. It only belongs to me.
And I decided to be its caretaker.
Okay. This naughty child won't stop chasing me. And this place is just too spacious. I need to block the path ahead. I once found a notebook left by the previous owner. She got lost, wandered in here thinking it was just a haunted house. Poor girl, had nowhere to go, so she decided to stay. Do not enter doors that appear out of nowhere. Do not reply to the voices. They aren't real. Do not answer late night room service calls. There are more rules like this. She wrote them all down, as if living in the motel was some kind of game.
Oh, did she really believe that following these rules would keep her safe?
Tuesday nudged the body on the floor with her foot. Sneering, scratching sounds come from the walls. Look at you, creating all these illusions that you can predict my miserable fate.
That I'd fall to the floor, scratching my throat, and gasping for breath. Suffocated by an eyeball.
What did I see? What made me do this? Ah, it must have been those blinking eyes outside, huh? A ridiculous story like those she was told to scare her friends. Alright, so it's this one I'm not sure. Am I supposed to touch the... The cameras seem sturdy. They won't break. I should use one of them. I can't go to the bathroom. This illusion is in the way. If I find an illusion, it should reveal a new path. There are many doors in the hallway. Footsteps pitter-patter behind her. Nobody knows what's behind each of them.
Perhaps there's a butcher with a paper bag on his head. Or a chupacabra with dry, matted hair.
Or maybe there's a wandering ghost spying on the living through the keyhole. There are no windows here, but the wind still blows.
Oh,
I can still hear voices in it. Someone's calling out.
Christine. Christine.
Her parents are missing the child, and her siblings are missing their older sister. She steps into the shadows.
Poor child, so far from home. Like a piece of flesh that's been torn from the body. She should be placed back in the womb.
Reunited with her family. A dull pounding sound comes from the wall beside her. Or perhaps she would hide in the nearest room. Just like this. Touch illusion and escape the room. Okay.
Oh,
Hey C++, how's everything? How are you today? Hope your day's well. Do you also play Reverse 1999? We're just working on Tuesday's story, bedtime stories, and I believe we're on stage 6. So we're just figuring out her pass. No. That's not it. This room is far too small to hide in. And my pursuer is everywhere. That's a loud one. What should I do? Hide under the bed or make a run for it? Oh yeah, we got I got Tuesday last time I streamed when we did the main story. So we got Tuesday. Today I wrote the tempo and we got Barbara. So now we're just saving up for when August comes out. Or the whoever the the deputy sheriff, whoever it is called. So yeah, leveled up Tuesday up to almost we leveled up to her max level, and her resident is at level 6. And I think we're in the process of leveling her side cube. How about you? Did you were you lucky to pull Tuesday? Or did you get Barbara? Things won't end well if I stay here. Look. She studies her own twisted fate in the mirror.
I hope I'll never make that face.
Alright. Think, Tuesday. Oh, maybe the bathroom is a safer place. The walls there are thicker and it doesn't like water. The vase on the cupboard falls on the floor and shatters.
Oh,
It's here, in this room with me. Oh, nice! Congrats! That was like. Wait, so the what? You have two? You have Semmelweis for at P1, or like because don't you get a free one, or free Semmelweis? Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't used Semmelweis, so I'm not sure if she's good or not. But I haven't used Tuesday either, so I just leveled her up, so I didn't get to play her yet. It's here, in this room with me. Luckily, there's a public washroom outside. I better leave it there. This disobedient child has to learn a lesson. Okay, so let's pull the chair back. Oh, nice! So the cabinets are actually that sturdy. But I have to get through this door first. Also, just wondering, what does your main team consist of? For me, it's right now I have two fairy, Lucy, Zhong Yongzi, and I think I have 6. Nice. I wanted to get Windsong, but I was not lucky on her poll, or I wasn't lucky on her banner. I think I lost the 50-50 on that one. I got Viva, but I'm like, she's a healer. But yeah. Yeah, because I didn't need another healer, so. Because I know I started with Medicine Pocket, then we got 2 Fairy, then we got yeah. Because like even because both of them have follow up, and I'm not sure if you use 37 or not, but she also is a good follow up attacker too. Because like you know how you have I think Lucy is intelligent. Yunzi is mountain or earth, and 37 is star. Yeah, I just started leveling 37. Wait, no. I think the 37 is who I lost pity to, but I'm not sure which banner it was. It might have been for Lucy's banner, but I did get Lucy, so. But I'm like, at least I got 37 because she's one of the characters I wanted to get too. The doorknob won't turn. No matter what she tries, it won't budge. Laughter rings in the room.
Who shut the door?
She bends down to look through the keyhole. Just as expected. Maybe I didn't make myself clear.
Don't eat off the floor. And certainly don't spit them out again.
It's getting pretty tired of you blocking doors with dead bodies. She takes a few steps back and leans, preparing to ram the door open with her body. Ready? Welcome back, J-Master. My apologies, Mr. Jaden. But curiosity killed the cat. Maybe you shouldn't quit staring through keyholes. The destination is at the end of the hallway. All she has to do is run, and keep running. So am I supposed to use these chests for anything yet? I'm gonna do one thing right here. Let's do that just in case. Hopefully I don't block my way. Hopefully I know how to go this way. Oh. Somebody's following me. Can we make it? These walls are thick enough to hold it off. But this door could be easily broken, and I don't have time to barricade it. What else do we have here? A mirror. Everyone knows you shouldn't look into a mirror in a horror story. How about shattering it? She might be able to use the shard to defend herself, but she also might hurt herself in the process. Then, she recalls that handy little thing. Christine. She turns around to face the door. This is obviously a weak point. It's almost likely to break in through here. Watch your feet and stand firm. You don't want to fall like that phase. What a mess that would be. Her heart pounds in her chest. It's beating a familiar pace, like when she looked down at the farm from the hill and saw the town folks panicking after another bloody murder. Hey Panzer, thanks for the lurk. Is this the thrill of escaping death? No, it's more than that. Face your fears. Attack!
Oh,
The town folks were compelled by their curiosity, but even so, they didn't dare look at your bodies.
Daddy, Mama, my younger brother, and my dear little sister. You've no idea how quickly people crumble in the face of fear.
She clings to the tool with her clammy hands. It's a silver table knife, the kind that can bend easily. It isn't threatening at all. Throw it away. What can a blunt knife do?
Fear is a warning.
It protects us from danger. Our fears of fire protects us from getting burned. Our fear of heights stops us from falling. Most of the time, fear comes from our imagination. Countless unknown and endless possibilities swim around in there.
What's hiding in the dark? What'll happen next? Whose footsteps are those echoing behind me?
When we don't have the courage to face it, fear overtakes us.
Fear is surrender. Succumbing to fiction, to imagination.
She repeats the name, Christine. Christine herself is a tiny silver knife. Thin, delicate, sharp. But sharper than
And
anything.
frightening others is defying your fear. Oh, what a sweet moment to defeat the undefeatable.
I forgive you. Because you need me, a maid to tell your bedtime stories, and a friend to spread fear.
You need a mother.
A mother to teach you, raise you, and also scold you when necessary.
A person who will teach you how to properly play with fear. Someone who will keep you from fire and water and all the rest of life's dangers.
I'm sure you realize by now that your little trick won't work on me. She touches the floor and feels the beating pulse of the motel. Fear comes from the unknown, so I need you to take a visible form. Then I can keep an eye on you at all times, so...
I wish you were small enough for me to cradle you in my arms.
A bundle of swaddling clothes appear on the floor in front of her. She picks it up.
See? Fear isn't so scary. Good child. Good.
To be continued. Face your fears. We're on stage up to stage 7. The shepherdess. Story time's over, children. Close your eyes. I'm going to turn on the lights. Her little audience doesn't hesitate to give her all the praise and applause, followed by lots of questions. After all, children are very curious. Before Tuesday can answer any of them, one voice cuts through the chatter. Finally! I'm almost out of battery. I hope this is our last story time. While she's complaining, Poltergeist leans against her.
What is that?
Excuse me. I'm not a wall, you know. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was just a little scared. Crackling noise filled TTT's screen. You seem to have something to say, little one. She smiles and looks at the huddling children. It's a teeny tiny bit scary. Next time I'm in the forest, I have to be on the lookout for those eyes.
I will do my best.
To figure out what's going on.
I don't understand.
Will I go hungry if I live in the walls too? I want to play with it. Do I have to go into the walls to play with it?
Huh?
Maybe it doesn't need food, like us elephants. Still, not needing and not eating are two different things. I want to say no to a slice of Miss Bunny's apple pie. Tuesday smiles. It seems that children's thoughts have already moved elsewhere. Oh, I can make some dessert too. Let's see. We have 6 children here. 6? That's not right. That's not right. That's right. 8, including Miss TTT, who came to play us a movie, and that girl under the sheet next to her.
Now, children, why haven't you spoken to our new friend there? Behind you.
There's someone behind us? The source feels a kind of pressure coming from the back of the sofa. Come on, join us. Here, use this napkin to wipe your face.
Oh, look at you. There's blood all over your face.
Should we take a look? On the count of 3. 1. She's just trying to scare us. 2. It's okay, it's okay. 3. Then take a deep breath and turn around. It's a Barbara. Hello. I didn't want to interrupt you, so... The room falls silent. Barbara pushes through despite the awkward atmosphere.
Hello, Tuesday. I brought you your dollhouse.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, J-Master. Thank you. Just put it on the table there. Just as he puts it on the table, Barbara feels someone pulling at her jacket.
Wow.
Goodness me, you're a sheep. Can we play together? I really like your fur. It's so curly and pretty. The other children quickly surround his new friends. Looks like they're getting along well. Good. They didn't want to scare these lovely children off. That little bit of mystery was just right. Alright, it's time you and I had a chat. She walks over to the stack of TVs and knocks on the door, top one. Where's that little girl who was with you just now? She said there was too many people here and ran away. Maybe she's hiding somewhere. Anyway, I helped you a lot this time. I bet you really regret selling me now, huh? Oh wait, was she the TV that she sold in the main story? Where else could you find such a useful, well-designed, and perfect for a motel TV?
Yes.
You're right. The other TVs I bought never worked properly. I rarely use them. I couldn't have finished the story without you. Thank you. Oh, it's fine. If you really need to thank me, how about you tell me some secrets? I know you must have a load of them. Motels are one of the most juiciest places for gossip. Just like school and restaurants. I haven't heard anything yet about the motel you once stated. But I do have something else to tell you. Huh, the TV seems like it could fetch quite a price. It's a phone call about TV business. Alright, just take it out and no one else. Wait, just take it out when no one's around. It said that there's a talking ghost living in it. The eyes peering in through the keyhole. She's no ghost. She quietly gets to her feet, ensuring she doesn't make a sound. What should I do now? It's not proper to kick out a guest. And it's not appropriate to keep a child at home forever, no matter how well behaved she is. Oh, didn't the guest mention that there's a market nearby? Yes, she said it was crowded, full of Arcanus customers. That may be a good choice. So you sold me on purpose.
Oh,
Well, weren't you the one who was saying the motel was too dark and creepy? I thought it would be better if I sold you to someone reliable, and the foundation was just that. It's thanks to them that we can talk face to face now. Alright, Huh? Someone's knocking at the door. But that door isn't closed, see? The children left it open when they left. What?
Oh, no!
I need to go. Tell me more secrets next time, okay? Bye. Oh, thanks for the posture check. The TV screen turns off in an instant. She's so...
she's still so afraid of ghost stories. Just when I thought she was getting used to them.
The dollhouse on the table shakes a little. We're at the finale! Stage 8, the double-sided mirror. This should be the right time. Tuesday, are you there? Again, there's no response. Am I too early? Or perhaps I'm late?
No.
Or maybe she didn't hear me. She knocks one more time. This time, her knocks is
It took
answered.
you 5 minutes and 23 seconds to open the door. Longer than I expected.
Is there any reason for that?
Oh,
Oh, I was catching up with an old friend. You really scared her with your knocking. I was a little preoccupied watching her reaction. My apologies. so TTT was scared from the knocking of Burton. How's your test going? Anything you'd like to share with me? With Miss Barbara's help, we managed to finish the mobility test. It seems the suitcase weakened the connection between the motel and the outside world. The dollhouse structure and furnishing are the exact replica of the original motel. I can feel it shaking when Miss Barbara moves, but not so much that I lose my balance.
No.
So in conclusion, there's no need to take extra measures to restrain the dollhouse. Which I'm sure Miss Villa will be glad to hear. Wonderful. Then it's safe for those lively, curious children. My child could use some friendly playmates. It's a win-win then. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes? It's about your suitcase. Is it a similar existence to my child?
oh,
Oh, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Tuesday studies her face, looking for any signs of hesitation. Didn't you ever worry that I wouldn't open the door for you? Anyway, I know we're going to spend a long time together, so I told you not to play any pranks on you. But I didn't expect it to be so obedient. The straggling clues in her arms stir.
good child.
There, I'm not blaming you, sweetie. Truth is, Miss Verton, I found you rather intriguing. You're so young, yet you're steady as a rock.
You're not afraid of separation or of being left alone. You don't seem to fear unknown dangers either. Even now, I don't see a hint of fear in you.
Her pale face blushes, like a silver knife reflecting the candlelight. This is rare indeed.
Are you really never afraid?
Is she never afraid? Never is a strong word. It means not even once before, and not ever after.
No. I've certainly had my fearful moments, and perhaps there'll be more to come. But I'm not afraid right now. As you said, fear comes from the unknown. And as we learn about the unknown, we conquer fear. You're welcome to stay here with us for more, if you're interested.
Oh,
I see, you're confident. You must know yourself well.
well, now that the story's come to an end, I wonder what people will do. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
What is fear? Is it a sound without a source? An indescribable creature? Or a sword suspended by a Hingo's hair? Is it a mirror? Or a pair of eyes gazing into the abyss, and the abyss staring back?
Whatever may come, I wish you all the best.
Oh, that's the end of Bedtime Story. So I wonder, was that her whole story, like telling the children's or like, yeah. Alright. Got surveys. Wait, what's happened? We're gonna have Tuesday in our group, and let's test it out.
Hey, hello there.
So which one? Okay, so these are Tuesday stuff. Mass debuff. Okay.
This way, please, my child.
It is here. What's your face?
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
How powerful are these guys?
Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
This way, please,
What's that?
my child.
I can hear it. What's this? I tripled the ingredients this time.
At your service.
Oh, this villains! The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me.
The show must go on. Really do that to a delightful maid.
Bodyguards! Where are the
Let's see what her ultimate is.
Your room is ready, dear.
Be serious. Stay focused. What's your legs?
This way, please. Knock, knock. Room service.
Go, go!
It is here.
What's that?
I see.
I can hear it.
is his.
Just like in the train. What's this?
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. I tripled the ingredients this time. I can hear it. I know what this
What a
is.
tragedy.
This is my best formula. This is the gift, well prepared for you.
Soffoca il sangue. Ti soffoca il sangue.
I tripled the ingredients this time.
Come on, stand up. There's room around.
Okay, so it's huh? Alright, so let me check the rewards. How come we didn't get anything else? Let's claim all. Do we get everything? We did get everything. Okay, so stage bedtime 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. We had to do that once. Alright, so we just finished Tuesday's bedtime story. We're just gonna probably take a small break, and then we'll probably start with the antidote quest for Bonnie.